The zombies are coming.
Kind of digging the way he's got this character creation thing. It's got me in a totally different format than I'm used to. It's really fun.
Right.
I never would have made a character like this.
Kept sitting there this morning. Okay, what do I got to fill out? Okay, I got to do it. Wait, can't do it till I get raised. Oh wait,
Right?
I can't do it till you. Okay.
I spent most of my morning doing research for my class. So I have a whole bevy of things to use in game. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, we're all outside of our comfort zone today.
That'll be fun.
Classes did you guys get?
We're not allowed to say. We're not allowed to say. You're gonna get us in trouble.
The zombies are coming.
Yeah, the cats are gonna tattle on us.
Dad, they were talking. I heard them.
Right.
Kill them, Father. Kill them all.
The zombies are coming.
Cat overlords.
You tell on me.
You guys do know that I'm in the other room with the control cameras and computers, so I can't hear everything you're saying. Smart
It's
asses.
the cats.
Yes, the cat.
Yeah.
Az, I'm gonna go ahead and give you an inspiration dice for reminding everyone to be good.
Okay.
Aww.
I'll take it.
I don't award inspiration dice many times, but I did. I was in there laughing my ass off as you guys were like, "What class did you get?" We're not allowed to say, but he won't know. The cats will go tell him. I'm like, you guys realize I have the live monitors right here. All right. In fact, we're going live right now. Boom! Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. We are here with a small D&D stream. Trying to get this to go full screen here, if it will. There we go. Bam! All right. We have a special guest with us. Special guest, please introduce yourself. On my screen, he's over here.
Actually.
Yeah. Well, no, he's over here too.
It's like the
Or
Brady Bunch.
the gentleman with the orange headphones. Please introduce yourself.
Oh, that's the special guest. Hi, everybody. It's Big Rob from the Rockin' Tour Society coming to you live on Zombie Jesus' stream today. Why? Because I couldn't figure out where I was going.
That works. Tell us a little bit about your group real quick. What days you guys stream? I got to find something real quick. So,
Okay, well, the Rockin' Tour Society is a group of geeks past their peaks that stream every Tuesday night around 6 p.m. Central Time on all of the platforms that we can, including Twitch, now Discord, and Facebook, and a few other things. So we get together, we play different types of role-playing games, not just one particular brand. We play, right now, I think we have 27 different games, or 27 different games we play with multiple campaigns across each game. So.
yes. So make sure on Tuesdays you go check them out. They are quite a lot of fun.
We're linked to Zombie Jesus on his Twitch, so make sure you check it out. And he's linked to us, so come check us out. The Rockin' Tour Society.
Yes, it is great fun every Tuesday. Well, almost every Tuesday. There's been a couple times where you guys have had to cancel, but just like us, we've had to cancel for most of January. But we're back for this fun.
I like Rockin' Tour's channel because it's such a broad variety of gamers. Like it's not just like 5 of the same guy. Like everybody plays their own way. And it's really cool to see.
I like it because you guys will have fun, and I have to play online tech support the whole time.
Yeah. Seriously.
I quite love that.
Let us know, and then all of a sudden, hey man, how do we do this?
Yeah. It's like online tech support / online D&D backup. What does this spell do? It does this.
Yeah. It's really interesting when we have Zombie Jesus and like Monkey Fun Studios in the same chat, because they will both like status out on whatever was going on. Even if we don't even ask, we'll just be doing something. They're like, oh, by the way, blah, here's all the information.
I like when Monkey Fun Studios in there
Very
because they
helpful.
also like to throw out old horror movie trivia, which I like have a brain
Yes.
full of. So me and them are just sitting there, "Did this and this and this actor did this and this actor does this, and the stuntman was this guy who played this and this," and we're like, we're awesome. We know.
Yeah. Oh, so much fun.
So, announcements as always. We're still looking to set up our charities for this year. We're falling a little bit behind on setting that up, but we are going to be setting up some charities. I still do highly recommend right now. Look into the Red Cross. Make sure you're looking into the right Red Cross and don't fall for one of these scam ones going out to help out the people in California with the forest fires. They have spread to San Diego. So, yeah, please, if you can donate to them. And as always, please, with everything going on right now, make sure you can donate to the Trevor Project. It is a project that is very much going to be needed this year, I feel.
Yep.
And so please donate to that. Stream updates this week. I may be doing a special stream tomorrow. I haven't decided because I normally don't stream Monday, but we will be finishing the Resident Evil 4 remake, and then we are jumping into the Silent Hill 2 remake. So, like I said, this year I am jumping back into just purely horror and achievement hunting. So, and as I know you got a lot going on, any streams coming up in your world?
Not in the foreseeable future.
Understandable.
We're still daydreaming, but nothing's really hatched out of the egg yet. So
Well, if we ever get 7 Days to Die to work without crashing and wiping out an entire world for like the 4th time, we should all get together and have a co-stream of that sometime.
yeah,
So we're gonna get started with this little D&D campaign. Now, this is a little special campaign. I've made my players roll for stats only. I awarded them their class. They do not know their race. They know how tall they are, and they know their age, and they know their gender. But other than that, they're going to learn some things. So we're going to start this out, and then I'm going to like pause the game as I tell them what they get with their race. Luckily, they're all the same race, so they all get the same thing. So it's going to make it a little easier. But so you're going to be wondering, well, why are you guys talking stats and stuff? That's why is because as this progresses, right in the beginning, they're going to learn just like you are. I figured it would be a fun little way to, like, as said before we're off stream, to get everybody out of their comfort zone. People in D&Ds tend to always play the same character. I've played a ranger for like 20 years, okay, and now I usually play like a Swarlock. I'm kind of stuck into those two roles always. It's nice to push you guys out, so you guys maybe like, you know what? I really have never played a rogue. Now I can. Or I've never played a bard. How can I play a bard? So people are going to find out. And it's also for the person who's always stuck as a bard going, fuck, I don't have to play a bard today. What the hell? I actually get to go bash things with a stick instead of trying to be the musical fun guy? What? So hopefully everyone enjoys this little chaos experiment. And with that, we're going to go ahead and begin. I had you all roll beforehand, and there's a reason for that. Because right now, all of you opening your eyes, your bodies are racked with pain. You
Hey, it's
smell
like being normal.
burning wood. You hear screaming. You feel
Like
cold
normal.
water filling up, covering your small bodies. As you fully open your eyes, you can barely see. You see that there are a few bodies around you. You notice 2 of them as your companions. Laying on the floor in between all 3 of you is the object you came for. You watch as, at this moment, I'm only going to use his player name because we haven't done character names yet. You watch as reaches out and scoops up the object and gives you all a nod. Suddenly, the room, the world around you shudders. More cold water rushes in, and you slowly fade to black.
Not
You suddenly
again.
wake up, all three of you, laying on makeshift hay-filled beds with ratty blankets. The haunting images of your nightmare still fill your mind. You still smell that smoke. You still feel that cold water. But as you look around, you're laying in a small cave with about 20 of your other goblin brethren.
Mm.
Oh,
Goblin.
And so that's where we will pause. You guys are all
Buddies.
goblins.
Nice.
So, as goblins,
Yes.
as goblins, you guys get some little fun racial traits, okay? So, just so you guys know, goblins are typically a neutral evil creature, as they only care for their own needs. A few goblins might tend towards good or pure neutral, but only rarely. So I will leave that up to you on how you want to be. You already all know your size, and you all know that your age is 13. Goblins do reach adulthood at 8 years old. So you guys are considered adults. You all do have dark vision up to 60 feet. You guys have an ability called Fury of the Small. So when you damage a creature with an attack or a spell, and the creature size is larger than yours, so that's any medium or tall, giant, or your fucked creature, you guys can go ahead and let's see here. You can cause the attack or spell to deal extra damage to the creature. The extra damage equals your level. So you are all level 4. So basically, if you attack, let's say you guys attack a human guard, and you successfully deal damage, you can also add an extra 4 damage to it. Once you use that ability, though, you cannot use it until you take a long or short rest. So it's basically a once a day type thing, unless you guys stop, pause, and take a short rest. Everyone got that one?
Yep.
All right. You also have Nimble Escape. You can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each turn. So every turn, you guys have a special bonus action where you can either hide or disengage. That is because you are small, nimble little goblin creatures. You can speak, read, and write both common and goblin.
And that bonus action at every turn.
Bonus action can be done every turn. All right, with that being said, I would like you all to introduce your characters, and this is the other reason why I had you roll. We're going to start with the lowest roll first. Shebe, please introduce your goblin character. Think of a description as you are doing it, how you would like to describe your little goblin. Like I said, this is to push you out of your comfort zone and put you on the spot. This is a whose line is it anyway kind of moment. Well, improv.
My name is Kronk. Here is Bessie. Love. I'm built like a brick shit house, even though I need stature. I have dark hair, dark eyes.
Well, goblins generally either have yellow, red, or green eyes, just so you know.
They're just dark,
Okay.
so maybe so red that they're look black.
Okay. Well, and for goblins, you can have a skin color from a sickly yellow to a greenish gray, kind of, and that whole spectrum. So feel free. Okay.
And I am pretty neutral.
Okay. And go ahead and tell the group what you are.
I am a barbarian.
Ooh.
All right. And our next lowest, please go ahead and tell us all about your character. As your special, you rolled a d20 today, or a nat 20. You get to go last.
Right.
He's got time to think.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I got distracted. Who's next?
You are.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
You're all right.
I got so excited. I was writing like crazy. Hi, my name is Punk, and I'm the shortest of the goblins. I think I'm only about 2.5 feet tall, and I likes to let's see. He is red. He's got red eyes. He's got kind of a darkish greenish color. Not really foresty green, but more like you just blew your nose after having a bad cold green. And let's see what else. That's hard to do after having a cold. I likes to sneak around is what I do, you sees. And Puck, not Puck, is my name. And he is your group's rogue.
Oh, nice.
Likes to steal me stuff.
All right. And last but not least, please introduce your character.
All right. So my character's name is Ragier. She's very kind of like a sickly yellow green. Like imagine like if you were dehydrated and you took a piss, it'd be roughly that color. I guess that's more orange, but assume there's some green instead of red. Very scrawny, very thin, not super strong. Um, I have very similar red eyes to everybody. Ragier spent most of her young life working with her grandpa at the bar, and somewhere in the process of that, picked up all these old goblin stories and tales of debauchery and wonder, and she is your guys' bard. Um, she does a little bit of mandolin playing. Think like bluegrass, like very simple, not a whole lot of solo work. But her main ability is to throw out insults like nobody's business, and use that and kind of like old grandpa goblin sayings to insult people without them not really understanding what you're saying. Um, yeah, I think that pretty well takes care of it.
All right. So, as the DM, I'm going to go ahead and flavor you guys up a little bit here. So, the mandolin that you seem to carry is chipped and cracked. It's actually considered a child's toy to most humans, but to you, you think it's a great, great instrument. It is always out of tune. No matter how many times you try to fix it, it will always be out of tune. It will not affect your spells or anything, but to you, you think it's the most beautiful music in the world, but that's a goblin.
Perfect. Absolutely.
For our barbarian, that great club that you're carrying, it's actually just a table leg. But to a goblin, it is a club.
That's it.
And for our rogue, the lockpicks you are carrying are actually old rusted pieces of silverware that have been bent and curved to make it look like lockpicks. You stole them off of another goblin who stole them off of another goblin who bought them for 5 gold thinking they were magic lockpicks. You all believe they're magic. They're really not, but you don't know that. So,
It's all in the bleep.
That's awesome.
like I said, I've had fun with your guys' characters since I had you guys roll.
And as
That
he
is
said,
the best way
rag
to have a
ear,
goblin.
Yeah, Ragier.
like a rag ear.
Yep.
All right. So, as you all rise up with the other goblins of the brood
Nice
there.
Rob.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, as you. Oh, is he back? Yep, his eyes are moving. Eyebrow moved.
Okay. Yep, I had to do something and moved something wrong, and the plug fell out. Hey,
Yeah.
Oh
cool.
shit!
Number one rule of streaming: don't touch anything.
Right.
Don't touch anything.
All right, so as you all wake up in this cave, like I said, you're sleeping on rags and damp, nasty hay that has been drugged down into this burrow where you all sleep. The three of you stand up, and as you do, a larger goblin walks forward. And while you are built, this goblin dwarfs you. I mean, he is just the Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking goblin, okay? He's actually even a little taller than most goblins. He's about almost 5 feet tall. He's a little under 5 feet tall. His head is completely bald. He has two scars crossing his right eye, which is completely white. He has a long, scraggly beard. He's missing about all of his teeth. Kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern. He points to you three and says, "Come with me." So you guys get up and you follow him into the cave. I would like you all to roll a d20 and just give me a flat number, please. I told you you'd need 1,000
Okay.
dice.
3.
I could take a picture of this if you want. I rolled another 20. I don't know
All
what's
right.
happening right now.
Well, see, that's good you rolled a 20 because I rolled a 1.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you actually win with the 1. So as you're brought
Oh.
into this chamber, you know that this is the goblin leader's quarters. And laying on a still raggedy makeshift bed, but much nicer than anything you guys have ever slept on, is a very loaded goblin who looks very ill. His skin has went from a greenish yellow to an almost orange color. His thinning white hair is just kind of messed up. He's just kind of laying there, some like yellow gunk dripping out the side of his mouth. As he kind of slowly gets propped up with the help of about 13 goblins into a sitting position, he points to you and says, "Come, son, come closer."
Okay, Dad. I just kind of reluctantly slump up that way.
So as you walk up towards your father, you notice that there are two tall, humanoid, cloaked figures standing next to him. You see on the robes they're wearing holy vestiges. These are healers who have come to aid your father. As you get closer, you just see he's just his face is just deteriorating. It's just bloated. His skin is orange. He is not looking
Half
good.
your face is falling off.
He looks to you and looks to them and just kind of lolls back, more of that yellow gunk coming out. One of the healers
Oh,
steps
something
forward
on your mouth.
and removes their hood, revealing a humanoid creature, very old, male. White skin, long beard, long white hair. He looks at you and goes,
Gandalf?
kind of picture Gandalf, but more homeless Gandalf. His robes are nice, but this
Oh.
guy has seen some shit, and he's hanging out with goblins, so he's not the cleanest looking. So you're not thinking Gandalf the White. Think more of Gandalf the White, after a bender.
I was gonna say he came in Gandalf the White, and then he spent a couple nights on those hay beds and
Yeah.
Gandalf the Off.
Welcome in. Did someone just follow?
Yeah, Bujo 7.
Thank you for the follow. I don't get the notifications on this screen, unfortunately. So he turns to you and to the rest of the group. Your father is gravely ill and will die soon. He, in all his great and glorious wisdom, has decided to send you three to find a way to stop that. Spending much gold and time, your father has led us to discover an ancient relic that will preserve his life indefinitely. You three are now tasked with going to go get that. We warn you
Okay.
that this object is not only a holy relic that will heal your father, but it may be a cursed object that is linked to a very, very powerful lich. We would like you
No
to bring
worries.
the object back to heal your father, but then destroy that object, killing that lich.
Did he say rich or lich?
Finlay.
If we had money, we could probably cure him.
Rags,
they
I
said
want
we
you
had
to
to
go
live there.
ahead and roll a dexterity check real quick.
Oh dear. I'm not gonna roll the. I'll keep rolling the purple die until it stops rolling 20s. That's a 16 plus dex. For dirty 20.
All right. Yeah. As you kind of whisper that, what you consider to be quietly, it was loud enough that the other hooded figure there throws a book at your face. You just nimbly enough dodge out of the way, and this book scatters to the ground and then poof, catches on fire.
But sorry, sir. Just saying. Jeez.
At this point, the other hooded figure lowers their hood, and before you is a blue skinned tiefling female. Her eyes electric green, like the staticky green color, and she just looks at you, and you feel deep in your soul that this is not a woman to mess with.
And it's Bobby from the record forces.
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Ragier's got a number of things she'd like to start saying at that point, but the pure intimidation factor, she just shuts up completely. She's like, "Oh shit!"
Three are led out of your
She
father's
hates books.
chamber into another little cave off to the side, which is where your father usually eats food. The table is sticky with just half-eaten crumbage and stuff. They've never wiped it down. The female tiefling waves her hand, and you guys watch as the table shimmers and steams and is instantly cleaned. They lay out a map in front of you and tell you that in order to get this relic, you will need to travel to the city above and make your way to a ship. You will need to board that ship, find the chest that the object is hidden in, recover it, and return here. It will not be easy because this is a heavily guarded object. But if
Have
you
we ever
guys do
been
not do
out
it,
of this?
both your
City?
lord and your father will die.
Well, can't have that.
Putting in the notes. Warship retrieved heavily guarded object. Possibly cursed.
Don't worry, Father. We'll take care of it.
All right. So, a couple other goblins come in and they lay out on the table 3 little rucksacks. Each of you, please roll a d20 for me and just give me the number.
18.
14.
8.
All right, starting with the lowest number first. In your sack, you find 2 days of rations, which consist of moldy bread and a half-cooked rat. There are. This is Regs. You also find about 10 little stones in there. You find 2 bat skulls. You find what once was about 20 feet of hempen rope, but only about 5 feet of it's probably really usable. The rest of it's pretty worn out. All right, our next slowest one. You open it up. You also find the exact same rations. You find about 12 stones in there. Though one of the stones, you kind of wonder if it isn't just a piece of dried up poop. They seem to have forgot to put any kind of rope in yours. Instead, you do find about 4 little shredded handkerchiefs tied together and then coiled up like a rope and crammed in there. And last but not least, for our barbarian, you open yours up. You find a half-eaten sandwich that is molded.
Of course.
You find a container with some form of liquid in it. You can roll to see if you want to try to detect that or not. You find there is actual rope in yours that is actually in decent shape, but it's only 2 feet long. You don't have any rocks in yours or skulls, but instead, for some reason, there is a femur and a severed goblin hand giving you the middle finger.
I know
think that
who
belonged to Bob.
this belong to.
No, it's just in your bag. The goblins were ordered to pack you guys a bag for this mission. They weren't the smartest of the bunch, so they just kind of grabbed whatever they could find.
Not smart, or they just hate us.
Either way, who knows? They just kind of
think it's
grabbed
just
what
goblins.
was ever around them at the time and threw it in the bag, and you're lucky you even got that much.
I made this
Surprised there's
bag
not
when
any
I was a
goblin babies
kid.
in
I
the
didn't
bag.
know. I thought I lost it.
I was going to say, at this point, all of you roll a d20, and you have to roll above a 15.
What is going on today? I just
Ooh,
rolled my
16.
third nat 20 of the day. My dice are
Jesus.
extremely happy to see me, I guess.
You might want to
This
save
guy's
those for
leading the-
battle.
leading it.
I know. Well, talk to the dice. I can't control it.
So everyone made it above 15?
I got a 16.
All right,
My
so
friend.
yes, as you going through all that, you also look over the quality of the bag. You all got lucky. These bags are actually very well constructed. You do notice, though, on the side of each of the bags, it does say Royal Bank of Faerun.
Yeah, this won't get us in trouble.
So,
That's
at
definitely
this
in the
point,
bag I had when I was a kid.
I stole these bags. Wait a minute. I wonder where they went. Didn't get any
I'm
rocks,
guessing
did you?
from the previous version, we lost all of our stuff.
what stuff? Oh no, you have the weapons I gave.
No, I meant like, our previous bags and
Oh no, none of that would carry over. These are completely different characters.
no, I'm talking, where we originally woke up. Kind of quiet.
Attention.
All of that is gone.
But did you guys get any bread in your bags? It's a fine vintage. It's a really good year for this bread.
I got a piece
least-
of poop. I had what might have been bread at one point.
So, this here is you.
Okay.
Oh no, wait a minute. That there is Rags. Sorry,
Female.
that's the female.
Hard to tell.
I know. This one here is you. Got a little spiky. And this one here will be Big Rob's.
You mark one.
That's been there for years. One of these days I'll have to put it in that book. So you guys are all standing at the part where you guys burrow out of your guys' burrow underground. There's an underground sewer network that leads you through the city here. You've been told that you need to reach the docks, which are up in the north. So you guys are south. Can we stop for a second? I need your fingers to point to something. Okay, so point where you guys are. Now go towards the Anakin laptop. That's north. So you guys need to go that direction. You guys know, huh? No, north is towards the Anakin laptop. So. I wonder
We need to go north for the Anakin laptop. It's the weirdest name for the rock I've ever heard, but
But yeah, so you guys need to make it to the docks through the sewers. You could go up at any time and try to make your way through the city, but the humans up there and other species don't really care for you goblins that much, so it's been decided it might be best if you go through the sewers. But the choice is yours. Uh-oh. What happened to my laptop?
Lost you.
I know. Oh, it's Discord.
Don't touch anything.
I didn't. Discord decided to stop
yeah,
working.
well, I don't want to go up top because last time I went up top, they poked me.
I've never actually been out of the burrow before. This is bigger than I thought it was going to be.
They poked you, Punk?
I got my name.
Is that when you stole these bags?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Discord
maybe.
decided to just shut down all of a sudden there. I could still hear you guys, but that was crazy. It had like 20
Is it
updates
still
on it today.
streaming or
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
weird?
Anyway, I've probably been this way before, more than likely. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, at least somebody
So
knows.
follow
where they're
me. I
going.
know where we're going.
All
Going
right.
towards the laptop.
All right. Hang on. How intelligent is
Well, I'll let you
Smarter
guys
than
in.
the rest of you.
I'm gonna open that curtain and see if we can get more light in. Because I turned off the overhead so it stopped glaring. But you guys go ahead and debate and see who's the leader of your group. Remember, one of you is the son of the chieftain, though.
Hi, that's me.
it?
Okay, here's the thing, though. I hate leading people. So y'all just figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't even know where we are right now. So
Yes, Rags. You just follow behind.
yeah, I'll drop some breadcrumbs or something. That somebody told me that works.
We need to go
Best
north.
thing to use for moldy bread.
Good. You're good with north, Punk.
Yeah. That way.
Points
All
north.
right. I'll stand in the middle. Unless you want me in the back. Rags. You want to be
Oh, I
in
want
the
you in the
middle?
front.
I'll stay in the back. If you see me pass you, just know that something's coming. I'm very fast.
That's awesome.
All right. So who decided to be the leader?
Because
Nobody.
they want me to be leader.
Okay. Well, as you're standing in the exit of the burrow where you guys climbed out, you do see that there are two different ways you can go. One path which is kind of up and to the left of you, and one path which is to your right.
Does the path to the right go up or down?
You really don't know. You just see that it's a pathway out of the chamber you're in, like the little cave area where you are. So basically, you guys are like, okay, so you're in a sewer system, but it's like the London sewers and the Paris sewers where they're really nice sewers, but where you guys are is a spot where you guys the goblins have burrowed down, and it's like where you guys are heading out could lead to passageways where the sewers are, or it could just be a dead end that some lazy goblin once started but gave up on, or it could have been collapsed. You don't know. This is not a way that you guys normally use to go out to the city. So you guys have never really been there. You've just been told this is the fastest routes to the dock unless you want to go through the city.
Eeny,
Can I
meeny,
examine the ground?
moe.
Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead. Roll investigation roll.
just to kind of get an idea of like foot traffic. Maybe that would tell us which way to go. What does that? What does that consist of? Sorry.
D20 plus investigation, which is an intelligence. If you have
20.
20.
Dirty 20.
Unfortunately, there's foot traffic in every direction. You can tell that there are the usual goblin marching, there's goblins dragging their feet, there's rats. There appears to be some slithering snake movement around here. You also can tell that this area, even though it smells much like an outhouse, none of the sewage ever makes it to here, though the ground does have that humid, damp feel just because of all the connecting sewer around it.
It smells just like the bar in the burrow out here. This is pretty
Actually,
lovely.
the smell doesn't even bother any of you. You're so used to that smell that to goblins, this is actually a good, sweet fragrance.
This is a wonderful place. We should never
Oh.
leave here.
Yeah.
Punk, you've never gone this way before?
Now that I'm looking around, it doesn't seem familiar. I just looked to see if maybe if we could get an idea which way to go, but it's the same stuff both ways. So,
So we eeny, meeny, miny, moe it?
well, hang on. Let me listen down this way first.
I listen to the right hand side.
All right. Let's see here. Give me a perception check then. That's a wisdom.
Perception is a skill I
Yeah.
have.
So then you get
You have a bonus.
you get your proficiency bonus.
Right.
So it's roll, add your wisdom modifier and your proficiency bonus.
$17.
Okay, so in the area you're listening, and you hear off to what would be the path off to the right, there is water movement. So you know that there is some kind of sewage track that way. As you kind of listen over towards the other side, you also hear water. And as you kind of just stand there listening to both, seeing if either of them sound better, you do notice that there is no sound of movement above you. So whatever is above you guys directly, there is no moving creatures, objects, or anything.
Well, I mean, docks have got to have water, right? So if we're gonna be exit this water, maybe we follow the water.
I like your thinking,
Yeah, that's a
Red.
good idea. I think we should go where we don't hear anything. That would probably keep us below ground.
I like that idea too.
Well, where you don't hear anything is above you.
Right.
You're in the sewer.
There's
So
no.
Oh, we've come out of our.
you're out of your burrow in basically like a small chamber. There's definitely it could be a street or a building above you guys, but there's no noise coming from it. And then both paths, you hear water is running around both paths.
Oh,
They both are
Could
heading.
look up above us.
You haven't went to go see which direction they are flowing. You're just going off of hearing that there is moving water.
To entrance number 1, and I'm gonna look
Okay,
to
well,
see if I can tell if this one is going south, east, west, north, whatever.
all right, well, move yourself to whatever entrance is entrance number 1.
That's
You
what I do.
choose.
He's the leader.
Yeah.
Is it this one or this?
There's an entrance, and there's an entrance.
I'm gonna go to the first one.
Okay.
Closer.
So as you walk over to that one, it gets more humid, and that sweet fragrance of urine and fecal matter and everything else just fills your nostrils.
Mm.
You
Oh.
look down, and you do see there is a running river of sorts that is heading away from you, so it's going upwards. So that would be north. And you notice that floating in it, this water, it isn't blue water, it is very brown. And there is definitely fecal matter of different types in there floating. You also see a rat head bobbing up and down. Doesn't seem like the rat's alive anymore. You can't tell if its whole body's in there, but you just kind of see its head bobbing as it goes through. As you're watching that rat head go through, all of a sudden a snaky like tentacle wraps around it and pulls it underwater, and you see some bubbles.
Guys, lots of fecal matter.
What?
Check out the other entrance. Tell me what you see.
Okay.
I'll go over and look at the other entrance.
All right, so as you make your way to the other entrance, you come across kind of the same river type thing, except for it's a lot smaller and it's less full, and it is flowing east towards the other entrance. As you kind of turn your head, you can kind of see that it does kind of connect right here. So you see that there is some flowing fecal matter. Again, you notice that there's definitely urine and feces mixed in it. You don't see any rat heads or anything. But what's your passive perception?
I don't have it written down. Whoops.
Alright, it's 10 plus your wisdom. Have
Proficiency.
proficiency in that skill.
It's 13.
13. As you're kind of looking there, watching the water, you notice there is a piece of paper that looks like it had been ripped off and dropped down into the sewers. It's laying about a foot in
Grab it.
front of you. All right, so you pick it up. It is written in common, so
Charming.
you're able to read it. It's a warning about the rash of mass murders that have been happening in the city above you.
Ooh, now they know about me.
So
Take the paper back to our leader.
Hey, check this out.
Right. So as you get the piece of paper and you look it over, you see that there is a $500 gold reward for the capture of this murderer. There are small details about the victims. Main thing you notice is that they are all missing their heads.
Can't go up top. All their heads keep falling off.
What's going on upstairs? Like they're poking goblins, they're cutting people's heads off. Like
I don't
people are
like up there.
savages.
That's a bad idea. Well, this 500 gold though, it could help us a long way in getting where we're going.
Who needs gold? I've got moldy bread and rat carcasses. Like, why do you guys need gold?
Oh, you know, the world doesn't revolve on goblin currency, sadly.
Doesn't sound very fun to me. I don't know.
No. You think, boss?
Let's go. If we find him on our way, bonus.
We're
Pretty
gonna
quiet
kill
up
him,
top,
right?
though. There's not a lot going on down here. Kind of hard to be stealthy
Might
when
be
it's that
hiding
quiet.
here. That's why they can't find him.
I don't know. Should we try to find this murderer?
I don't know.
You want to side
You're-
quest it? It's your father.
Did you guys see the speed at which that book almost hit me in the head? I don't want to piss that lady off. I think we should stick
That
to
lady
our
hates
plan.
books.
Yeah, and goblins. Maybe she's.
I don't know.
Maybe she needs a horn trim or something.
You know, it might be good though, is if we do find the murderer and we're a bunch of goblins that did it, then they'll maybe leave us goblins alone. You know,
On
make a
our way.
boon.
If we see anything on our way to the dock, make note.
Right.
Your eyes
Okay.
open. Hey, Rags.
Okay, I don't like this, guys.
Happy song.
Oh, let's not lose our heads.
All right, so you guys are going to take that passage there and follow it.
We all noticed that it converges.
All right. So yeah, as you guys head this way and get to about here, and you notice that the water all kind of pools here and then goes even deeper underground. It like drains off. You do see there is a path still going that way. There is a cave in over here, but there is a path going this way.
Going.
I'm assuming this is not a well traversed area.
It is a sewer. They may occasionally send workers down to repair it, like especially when a cave-in happens, or if there's like a huge backful of like fecal matter and stuff coming
Right.
up from the streets. But no, for the most part, it is not. Yeah, there'd be more goblins and creatures that would live in this kind of environment. There would not be much of a other humanoid races just hanging out down here. I mean, there may be some criminal elements that use this area. There may also be, your usual like addicts hanging out, writing off whatever drugs they are.
What I'm saying is, if we're seeing some larger footprint,
It at the moment you haven't seen any larger footprints, so you don't know.
we did see that it would be something normal.
It might be. It depends. You'd have to, wonder if there's construction in that area, or again, if there's the local crackhead tweaking out in the basement.
I crackheads.
It happens.
You know, you guys have never had it, but skooma may be very big in this area.
Yeah. We should keep moving. This is the right direction, I think.
Yeah, where was that Labrock top? What was it called again?
Crackpot. It was the crackpot.
Yeah, we need to head to that, right?
Nope, we're
Just
heading
something I
to
heard
the
about.
dock.
You guys are heading to the docks, which just happen to be near a laptop in the real world.
All right. Well, this is why you guys are in front. I'll just keep following. And she's gonna like
He's
nervously start strumming her mandolin, like every fourth chord comes off like a real sharp pang, totally out of tune. Brings
Okay,
a
beautiful music.
while you're doing that, go ahead and roll me a percentage dice. Flat percentage. Well, unless he has a percentage dice.
74.
74. Okay.
Uh-oh. He took his headset off. We're in trouble now.
74 rats appear out of the. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say shit. God damn it.
74 rats come
We
out of
don't
the sewer.
say anything. You do
Yeah,
not give
I'm
him
sorry. I
suggestions.
apologize.
Don't worry, I already have the swarm of rats data. You don't think I do?
I know you do.
I was gonna say I have the
You've
pink.
used him before.
I have the pink book of DM deaths. All right, so as your guys are getting closer to that sinkhole, and Rags is nervously plucking away at the musical instrument, you guys notice all of a sudden, shambling out of this passage, two heavily mucked covered skeletons. And out of the sinkhole rises a conglomeration of dead rats, skeletons, fecal matter, and about 10 severed heads, all like together. At this point, I'd like you all to roll for initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, what?
That pile looks like the stuff that happened after Graham tried to make cornbread.
I thought that's what Graham used for cornbread.
That was a shitty initiative.
Remind me again how
Five.
you roll for.
So you roll your d20, and then you add your initiative up, which should be up at the top there.
I didn't have it figured out. Dang it.
Your
Look at
your
me.
initiative is your
Okay.
dexterity bonus.
Sorry. We're playing D&D 4th over on the other stream too, but it's kind of a learning curve for us. So.
Well, this is
You guys-
I like to play a mix of 5 and 3.5 homebrew, mainly because
Gotcha.
I don't.
Oh, what's
I
my
don't.
armor class also? You know?
It should be on whatever light armor I gave you.
I had no word.
I think light
I think I
armor
forgot to
is
write it down.
it's,
Oh,
it's
yes.
11 plus your dexterity.
I got it.
Whatever armor you have on plus dex.
The dex bonus.
All right, and I'm just looking at my character sheet and realizing what I didn't fill out. So.
Tools, adventuring gear, weapons.
You don't remember what armor you gave them?
I gave you guys all light leather armor. So it is
I
it,
discarded mine.
it's 11 plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
All right. So what did you get for your initiatives, everybody?
5.
20.
I got an 18.
Yeah,
Another
23.
20?
No, I rolled a
A dirty
19.
20.
19 plus 4 for 23. My dice are hot today.
They are. Where is this for Trisol?
What'd you say you got
Right.
here? 5. Right. Let's see all of my creatures here. All right. Well, Tercel, you get to go first.
My name is Bragier. Okay.
Yes, Rags. No, actually, it's fun because like I was writing down the initiatives, and I was sitting there. I usually write your guys' real names, even though I know your character names. But I usually write down Doggo.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. It's so natural for me just to write everybody's names as I'm doing it, and I'm like, oh shit, that one's not here. That's not here. Fuck.
All right. How do I play Bard? So I guess I'm gonna put my two fellows in between me and all the threats. So as long as I'm safely on that side of the wall, I'm fine.
You should be.
See, for my action, I guess I'm
Goblin
gonna
group that's
I'm
just trying to
gonna
hide behind each other.
sneak in subtly behind Crunk. And kind of put my hand on her shoulder and we're going to cast heroism. I'm going to tell a tale of this old goblin I used to drink with and how he used to use his broken femur to beat up skeletons in the olden days.
His own femur?
50. Just one he found in his travels, I guess.
Like the one you had.
Spell cards.
He must have got his femur.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Me. Heroism. Touch, one action, concentration up to a minute. Until the spell ends, creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting modifier, which is 4. So you have Grunk gets 4 temporary HP and can no longer be frightened. So that's my action. My bonus action, I'm going to start strumming away at my mandolin, and I'll use one of my bardic inspirations on Punk. So you basically get a D6 you can add to attack rolls, damage rolls, or skill checks whenever you feel like it.
Thank you.
Basically, you can roll and decide after. Kind of just whenever you feel like it.
Before we continue, as this is your first time playing a bard,
It is. Right out of the gate.
that is a perfect way of playing a bard. I bring that up because we had a bard in one of our other campaigns who could not bard to save the bard's life.
Oh no.
Like,
You, with literally, you've only known you were a bard since yesterday, did better than this person who played it for several months. So, the DM applauds you.
So yeah, that's action, bonus action. I think that's everything I'm gonna do.
All right, up next is Punk.
Okay, so we got 2 skeletons down below and 1 massive gooey thing in front of us, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bring it down.
All right, I'm going to run back to base and tell them we're defeated.
careful, they'll take that
Um,
seriously.
Does this conglomeration of goo in front of us seem like it has eyes in every direction?
You really can't tell if it has eyes, like I said. Have you ever seen the movie Dogma?
Yeah. The
Imagine
Golgothan shit demon?
imagine the shit demon, but with more bones and severed heads.
Hmm.
So you don't know if those severed heads' eyes are being able to see you or not, but there are like heads and skulls and all that. But it's basically a shit demon. So
Can't really sneak attack things down here.
And we'd have to be close.
Hmm?
We'd have to be close.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to attack the big conglomerate thing with my short sword. No, I just said no. My attack is a attack
D20.
on an yeah, I know. Just looking for
I should
my
tell the DM how to do it.
what?
I said, yeah, I'm telling the DM how to roll.
oh looking for any bonuses. I don't think I have any bonuses to add to that. So except for the thing. Anyway, so I rolled an 18.
18 hits.
To hit. All right, wackadoo. I'm gonna damage. Now, do you do damage like straight damage or damage plus or whatever?
So you're gonna roll the. I gave you a dagger, correct?
Yeah, but I took a short sword out of the. Is that all I started with was a dagger? I'm sorry.
Yes.
So oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then that's not a D6. That's a D4. Hang on.
Yeah.
I have no
So
ranged
that is
weapons
3
between
points of
us all.
damage.
Oh, well, and then you add your strength onto it.
Strength or dex, if it
5.
one's higher.
So 5.
Not for rogues.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah, it is
Strength or dex.
daggers are a finesse weapon, so yeah, you could go with dex if it's higher.
In that case, it's 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. All right. So yeah, you run up and you poke it with your little dagger, and you watch as you pull back. You watch like this hole open up where you stabbed it, and just poop starts pouring out of the hole. You see a little severed rat's head drop out. You hear like this blubbly, burbly kind of noise.
Oh, that should make you feel better.
All right. It's
Greg
actually
is playing
it's
and gets distracted as she watches. Ding, 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 ding.
it's its turn, and it is facing here. So this could hit all of you.
Oh no, explosive
So
diarrhea.
11
Miss
against your AC.
Misses.
Misses. What about you?
Misses.
All right. So yeah, you guys watch as like its chest torts, and it looks like a mouth is opening up, and this spray of just fecal matter and urine and pus and blood goes flying out. It shoots over top of you all, just barely missing you, splattering the walls, drips down the floor. Even though it misses you all, it is now on the floor, making that the floor is now rough terrain. So your movement is now half movement until you get out of. Uh,
Out of the
let's
poop storm.
let's say that area there. Anywhere inside those big squiggly lines is rough terrain.
the floor is lava, Rex.
Breg kind of pokes her head around Krunk's body, like, oh, that was a close one, and kind of like wipes off her boot a little bit.
All right, Krunk, it is your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
Oh Lord. Okay. Betsy. Show what to do. I'm up. Not what. Plus strength, right?
Yes.
An 8. No, I get a bonus. 10.
10 does not hit.
10 does not hit. It's a whiff.
All right. The skeleton's turn. They are going to fire arrows, one at you and one at. So one at. That I'm trying to remember whose characters are there. I know one is Rags.
This red.
Yes.
Fuck.
All right. So Krunk and Rags. And they both miss. But you guys do hear the arrows go shoo, shoo, past you.
Does it hit their buddy?
No. They're lucky
Quit
they didn't
shooting
hit
my
them.
arrows.
All right. So it rolls back up to Rags' turn.
Okay. What to do? What to do? So just to keep up with the cowardly theme, I want to move away from the wall to kind of put my two colleagues between me and the skeletons again. I don't want to be standing out by myself.
So like here?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, that'll be your full movement.
Okay.
It's rough terrain, so you only can do half movement.
And then I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the blob. Is that possible?
Yes.
Can it hear?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, why not? So we're gonna cast Vicious Mockery. I'm gonna point at it and be like, "You look like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag," and let go. So it's got to pass a Wisdom save.
All right, let me pull up the shit demon.
One of
Possible.
my favorite spells.
If done right, it is a great spell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
I'm playing the bar. Constant. Going for attack.
Yeah, he tried to play a bard like a fighter.
Like, no.
Oh no.
I watched 20 minutes of a TikTok channel called Grandpa Insults or Southern Grandpa Insults, and I wrote down about 30 Southern insults I could use for vicious mockery.
All right, so what did it? Wisdom? What does it have to
Wisdom
be?
save 12.
Well, yeah, I got a 19.
Okay, well, he was not insulted by my.
He's like, yeah, I am
Um,
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
it's like
5 pound
actually
bag.
that's pretty accurate. Thanks for the compliment. I guess just for funsies, I'll use that nimble escape to do hide as my bonus action.
Okay.
That sounds like something I would do,
Mhm.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. Up next is Punk.
Yeah, I'm again, punk.
Well, I was actually thinking about getting those skeletons because I don't want to get filled full of pin cushions. All right. What the heck?
You can do
Figure
sneak,
said stab them. Stab
you
them.
can do sneak attack this next to it.
And
Yeah, because you have people next to you. Well, you're at least at advantage no matter what.
Yeah.
So roll your attack twice and take the highest one because you're at
The
advantage.
plastic.
Hmm?
Been a
Ah.
while. I played the rogue. So.
You said roll twice and take the highest, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Nat 20.
All right.
Nice.
Damn.
So double the damage. So roll your damage and then roll it again.
This is a sneak attack also, correct?
The sneak attack, does that double?
No, the sneak attack wouldn't double.
It just adds damage. I
Or
think.
normal damage then. Ooh, yay. 4. So 8. Plus, hold on, 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16.
16.
Yeah.
And then sneak attack damage.
Punk
Just
goes.
sliced it.
All right. Yeah, you watch as a good section of it kind of falls off into the liquid, and it just kind of yeah. You hear plop. All right, well, it's its turn. It is going to take its movement. It's going to sink back down into the sewer, into the grime, and it's going to pop back up behind you guys. And it is
Yeah,
going
that's my
to
move.
it is going to lash out at Trunk with a slimy, disgusting shit tentacle. It's going to try to grapple you. So you got to beat for the grapple 20. Well, 23 for the hit. And then you have to strength against strength for a grapple.
Head.
10?
Oof.
You
I mean, we're
barely
goblins, so
you barely miss it because it got an
Nice.
11. No, it got an 11. It wins. So it now has you wrapped in the shit tentacle and is holding you up, basically like it's wrapped around your neck and it's kind of holding you up.
With a chokehold.
And then it's your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
I got a break.
Yes. So it'd be strength against strength again.
Oh.
25.
I'm turning blue, guys. It's an interesting color with the gray.
All right.
Hey,
Yeah,
this is strange. When she gets covered in shit, she turns blue. Or he turns blue, excuse me.
All right, and then the two skeletons are going to shoot Errol. 16 for you, and
There.
he's still shooting at you. 14 for Crunk. Crunk and Punk.
Punk misses.
All right. Does it hit
Miss
you?
Punk.
It hits you. Okay, so it's a D6.
Magic.
5 damage. But you do notice that when the arrow hit you, it flew through the tentacle, causing 2 damage to the creature.
You had shit shield.
All right, and then up to Rags.
All right. The heck do I do now?
Those extra HP, man.
Yeah.
Protect me, oh poop demon.
How close? So, names.
Crunk and Punk.
Crunk is
Hanging.
closest to the blob
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
grappled.
Yeah.
Punk is in the blob.
Not in the blob, but a tentacle is wrapped around his throat, choking him out.
Gotcha. Can't cast that anyway. Shit donkeys. I guess I'm gonna cast my big spell. So yeah, you're gonna hear Ragir start to kind of whisper in a really funky way, like it's kind of like what do they call that? Throat humming, like throat singing, like the Mongolians. But when she whispers, there's like a power to it that you guys don't know how to explain because I don't know how to
We
explain.
gotcha. We gotcha.
I like that music.
We're gonna cast dissonant whispers on the blob.
All right.
It's got to make a wisdom
That
saving
weird
throw.
thing again.
Yeah, because she's starting to kind of get scared, and so she's pulling out all the tricks.
21 for its wisdom saving throw.
Shit.
19 plus 2.
Red
That is some
dye.
smart poop.
Fails
Me
on
with them red
creature
dye.
doesn't. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't move away. So we'll do 3d6 and half.
Okay.
That is 8.5 is 4.
You do notice that it seems to be visibly looking a little shaky at this point.
Drop me.
No.
I guess with a little bit of movement, I'm going to move like a couple squares further away, like to my right or
South or north?
West.
like towards your thumb, whichever.
So west.
No,
that puts you.
sorry, not back, like over. Perfect. And then I'm gonna bonus action hide again because that's fun.
Hey.
All right, Crunk, it's your turn then.
I'm gonna sneak off to the bathroom real quick.
It's Crunk's or no, Flunk's turn.
Trunks. Thinking, Rob? Your turn.
Punk's turn?
Punk's
Yeah.
turn.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, here.
My headphones for some reason are super quiet, so I'm trying to listen intently, and I got everything else going on. Let's see. Still in the poo. You're getting choked. You put my brother down. I run up and try to cut them out of it.
Cut the tentacle.
Yeah, with an attack. And I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration that I was. Is that still active?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll add that to it. And I'm gonna add 6. Sweet. And that would be. Oh, where'd that go? It's be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That is not a natural 20, so no fun juju.
Put my
You
brother
get
down.
sneak
You.
attack though.
Okay. How do I do that?
So you roll
I just
your
roll a d6 instead of a d4, or what?
it's
So you
your
roll your
sneak
weapon
attack
damage and
is
then you add a d6 to it.
Yep.
what is
It's a D4 is his weapon damage.
yeah, but I'm saying
And then-
for level 4, is it 2d6s for sneak attack?
I think it's still just one.
Yes,
Let me check.
it's 2.
And it's 2.
Dang. Found our damage dealer.
I played a rogue and I love it. I love it.
I've yet to play a rogue in D&D. This has been interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like rogue.
Oh my gosh.
I like druid.
Hope it's 2, because if it is, I just rocked it.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Well, if I need to take a picture of this, I will. But I
Nope.
rolled.
No,
Okay,
we
so I rolled
believe
3
you.
for damage.
There's
Right.
trust.
Yep.
Then I rolled 2 6s on my 2 6-sided dice.
Heck
What's
yeah.
your sneak attack? Then what's your damage?
That was
It was
12,
3
13,
for his
14,
damage.
15, 16,
So
17, 18,
12,
19 points
15
of
all-
damage altogether.
yeah.
Damn.
Put him down. Whack.
So yeah, you sever the shit tentacle. It's still wrapped around your throat though. And what's left of it onto the creature kind of recoils, and you hear this like noise as it pulls back. I really quick would like Crunk to roll a Constitution check, and I would like Punk to roll a Perception check.
Okay.
And then you good luck with these dice.
My perception is
Constitution?
12.
What was yours?
Did you say Constitution?
Yes.
13.
Okay, so you do kind of notice there, Punk, that Crunk has a little bit of a larger bulge down below the whole time it's being choked.
Are you enjoying this?
No.
If goblins could
Get that
blush, you
tentacle off
kind of
yourself. You're holding
you
on
would
to it.
kind
Let
of
go
see
of
the
it.
little bit of blushness coming up from. All right. At this point,
That's why Dad doesn't like you.
the creature is
You guys get your
going.
head in the game. We got stuff to kill.
The creature is going to do a special attack. Actually, I need to grab how to measure this because this is a weird
And this
attack.
thing
Yes. Actually.
froze for a minute.
It's
What happened scared me so bad my computer shut off.
You
I
can't
was
be
going to write a
enjoying
song
this.
about this fight, but I don't know. It's kind of getting PG-13.
We went right into rated R at this point.
Okay, so everybody except for Rags
Woot.
is going to have to roll a dexterity check. If
Dang it.
he hits, hold on, he's first going to roll to see if he hits the AC for any of you. So
Is this with an advantage or disadvantage
this
or anything?
no advantage or anything. This is a special attack that it gets to do. Okay, so 8. All right, 23 to hit.
Ugh.
It's
Okay.
Yeah.
It definitely hits the 2 skeletons. All right, but roll a deck save for both of you two. The skeletons don't get deck saves.
fun.
All right, so you save.
17 plus. Oh, hold on. Uh, 21. Yeah.
All right, and you save. Okay, so what happens is after you cut off the tentacle and it kind of what was left absorbs back in, you notice this pile of fecal matter and piss and pus and heads and stuff starts violently shaking and shaking and shaking and bubbling. And all of a sudden it just like all over. Pieces of bone, poop, pee, eyeballs from the severed heads, teeth go flying everywhere. Okay. The total damage for those who did not make their deck save, if would have been 8, 10, 15, 18, 20, 23. So 23 damage to both the skeletons, instantly obliterating them.
Oh, nice.
For those who did, it's half. So 23 half is 11.
Oof.
And you guys are
Steps back.
covered in just nastiness.
Oh.
I'm not going adventuring with you guys ever again.
How long do we have to wait before we go back home? Like, I mean, sorry for
I
your
don't think
dad or
long.
whatever, but like, there's other dads out there.
The hell else is out here? We're not even that far from home.
Right. There's still some guy stealing heads, apparently.
Maybe it's
Turning
this
them into
guy.
giant shit blobs that explode in the frickin' sewer. This is crazy.
I mean, this guy's got a bunch of heads. He could be the murderer.
Wasn't very smart.
I don't think 500 gold's worth all of this.
Oh god. Whose turn is it?
That was it for combat.
Oh,
It blows
Oh,
itself
it blows
up. Yeah, it
Oh,
blew
nice.
itself up.
well.
It was at 1 HP, so
Go.
I had it do a detonation attack.
I go over to the skeletons. What were they shooting at us?
They were shooting longbows that you would not be able to use because they are way too big.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check to see what they were shooting at us.
But and also the bows are pretty much shattered. Heavy's in?
He's in.
Oh hey D. We miss you. You just missed a shit demon.
He says it sounds absolutely
Well, I guess
terrible.
we should keep moving, huh?
All right, so you guys are gonna continue on the path.
How do you guys look HP wise?
I'm good.
I'm down 11.
We could do like a short rest or something just to get some hit dice back, and I've got
Okay.
a bonus to that.
All right, well then let's
Yeah,
take
I'm
a
down with
short
that.
rest, and this will be a good time to take the quick bathroom breaks and drink breaks for everybody. So we'll go take a quick break. Everyone use the restroom, get all that, and then when you guys come back, you guys will be able to heal up from the short rest.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
Okay.
I have time for
Oh yeah.
All right, coming back here, waiting on the others.
Oh,
Ursula, you disappeared.
oh
And
yeah.
you're back.
Trying to
See,
figure out. I guess until level 5, Bardic Inspiration didn't come back until long rest, which is fine. But at 5th level, it comes back on a short rest.
you see my shirt, As?
Oh, nice.
It's a reprint of the old 90s Vampire the Masquerade shirts.
Awesome.
Nice.
I actually used to have this shirt and another one of them. I don't know whatever happened to them. I was very pissed because the other one I have apparently is worth $400.
Holy shit.
Oh
And I'm
my.
like, I got that from Goodwill in the 90s for like a quarter.
Right.
I was
Mhm.
so
Well,
excited when I found it because I was like, yes, a Vampire the Masquerade shirt because we don't get shit in the Midwest for that.
No.
Right?
I wonder, was it from like a convention or something? Why is it so
No,
rare?
the guy who drew all of them during the 90s, some of his artwork is just worth so much because it was like really sought after. And it was a limited edition run they did of it.
Huh.
So
My shirt says it's not me, it's you.
Rules to live by.
all right, so as we come back, you guys have defeated that monster. There is the passage that continues north ahead of you.
Let's go.
And you.
All right, so as you
Let's
make
go.
your
So
way,
if we did a short rest, you guys all get your hit die of healing back. And then
yeah.
with
Hit die
my
for a short rest.
bard stuff, you get an
So
extra d6
for
to your HP.
for the way a short rest works is you have your level 4, so you should have 4d whatever your hit dice is there. Remember, I sent you an email what your hit dice was.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have a pool of 4 of those. So in a short rest, you could roll all 4, or you could roll 1. You could roll 2, up to 4. But here's the thing: if you were to roll 3 of them, okay, you take a long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back. So you would only get 1 back on a long rest, meaning you would still have a -2 pool. As where if you were to roll 2 of them, you would get 1 back. So that's how those work. If you choose to use that to heal up, you'll roll whatever amount of whatever your hit dice is, and then add what was it for that Rags?
D6.
A D6 on top of it. So
Or I can just take the D6, right?
um
You've got
do
to
they
take
have
the.
yeah, you have to roll a hit dice. You have to
Yeah.
roll at least 1 hit dice to get that plus D6.
I can't heal you, but I can make your rest really nice.
Yeah. Playing a little chanting in
Yeah.
mantra
A little
music here while you
ASMR
Completely healed.
mandolin or something.
I rolled, got 12 points, and I only need 11. So
all right.
Nice.
All right, so then you guys continuing north through the sewers.
sure
Like I
play
said,
nice music, lady.
the sewage has run underneath you guys. You are now on some dry flooring. You notice that this area is only lit by like drainage things above you. So it's not dark, and with your dark vision, it's just kind of dim in here. You notice that there's just garbage, a couple rats scurrying around, there's some spider webs. It's all stonework, nothing spectacular. The path continues up and then it veers off to the left and then it veers up again. When you guys get up there, you notice that there is a pool of rainwater runoff there. And it's about a foot deep. It's just sitting there.
Hey, we
That
can
looks
clean
like
up.
that looks like the cleanest water I've ever seen in my life.
It's not like clean spring water, but it's runoff from like the streets above is collected in this area. So you want to move the characters up to that.
And that's not cool. We need to make that water bad. I go jump in it and just let all the crap
Oh, yeah.
infect the water that's stuck to me from the demon fight.
I just wanted to splash some on my face.
So as you guys are kind of cleaning yourselves up, you do notice that there is a
No, we're not cleaning
staircase.
up. We're making the water worse.
Okay. There is a staircase off to your right side that leads up to a graded entrance or exit. And you notice that it is dark outside that entrance. And
I go up and
you smell that it doesn't smell so fragrant in this area. It's kind of tainted by this salty smell.
go up and
We're
look.
getting close, guys.
All right, so as you make your way up the stairs and you look out, you notice that you are right next to the bow of a ship that is docked. You are at a sewer grate exit that leads out right to the water. So during high tide, water will come in this gate, and then when the tide recedes, it's there. Right now, the tide is out, and there is a ship docked right here next to you guys. But
Holy shit.
there is an 8-foot tall iron gate. Its bars are about 1.5 foot gap in between each bar.
We can fit
No
between that.
problem getting through. I might have a
I
little
think we're at the
trouble.
docks.
What were we supposed to do at the docks? I just know we were
Get on
supposed
the
to get
ship.
here. Supposed to, like this ship?
I don't know if it's this.
Are they gonna just let us on a ship?
No, it's kind of
Probably
slow.
not.
I mean, I know your dad's famous and everything, but
We'll have
I
to
don't know.
sneak on.
Oh,
I think we're gonna have to sleep on it.
I think you guys first have to figure out how to get through the gate.
Well,
Can
I
we
know
not just-
Rags is falling out.
I can spit through this.
Go ahead and roll a flat d20 and tell me what you get. See if you guys can squeeze through this or not.
right, D20s.
Ooh.
Flat D20,
19.
14.
Okay.
Is it
You
straight roll?
you both just said yeah, straight roll. You both just said a number at the same time. So boys, repeat one at a time.
Go ahead.
Oh, 14.
19.
Okay. No, no, yes. One of you could squeeze through this. The other two cannot. But you're lucky because the one who can is the rogue, and maybe there's a lock that'll open it if the rogue was to, want to look around.
Oh, man. That was good. Anyway. Come on, guys.
You get through. Built like
I-
brick
I
shit
tried to
house.
get through, but the mandolin's on my back and I just can't make it.
Oh, geez. Let me look around. Hold on.
I look around. Is there a way to open the grate at all?
You do see that this grate actually is a swinging grate, and there is a lock mechanism there.
Is it locked?
Try to pull it.
Or push.
I'll help push with my whopping 10 strength.
Okay then. Who's pushing and who's pulling? I need to know this.
100% pushing.
Pushing.
Okay, I want both of you to roll a d20 and add your strength.
Just keep pushing. It's got to open. It's a 4 plus
I got a
nothing for
15.
4.
So yeah, you both are sitting there pushing opposite directions, and one of you's pushing really hard, the other one's pushing as hard as they can. It doesn't budge, but it wouldn't budge either way because you're both equal forces. So, but it does rattle a bunch, making a lot of noise.
Oh, quick. Stop. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, we're
I
going to
thought
die
we
now.
were
They're going to take our
pushing.
heads.
Okay, I'll stop pushing. I don't know. I thought that was
Ah.
the trick to opening things.
No. We'll push at the same time.
Oh,
I look at the hinges and try to discern. I do have an 18 in intelligence, so which way does it look like it opens or closes?
It looks like it would open towards you. The hinges are very rusted because, like I said, seawater does rush through. And like I said, there is a lock mechanism on the other side of the hinges.
I'm going to see if the lock is locked or not.
It is locked.
I'm going to attempt to unlock it.
All right.
I pull out my awesome lock pick, my magic bent forked lock pick.
Okay, so it's going to be a sleight of hand roll, and then you're going to add a D4 to it for the lock pick.
I have sleight of hand, so that's good.
Yeah, so you'll get a proficiency bonus on it. So
Ooh, that's a 17 plus. And then what was the bonus for the sleight of hand or the
roll a D4.
4?
All right, so the lockpick gave you a 4 to the 17, and then, like I said, you add your proficiency and your sleight of hand on it. So your sleight of hand should be
Dex.
Dex. Thank you. So add your Dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus. 17.
21, 25.
Yep. Yeah, after wiggling it around the fork in there, and it kind of, you hear it clacking, clacking, clacking. It does pop open. You hear it go dink. As you pull out the fork, though, it is very bent now, but the lock is open and the
Oh.
door does come open. As you guys make your way out, you do see a ship. Now, this side here is the top of the ship, and this will be the deck below. So, this is
This
It's a
thing
top.
folding
like-
ship.
Yeah.
This thing is super tall, right? Like,
Yeah,
a
you
goblin?
guys are down, but you're actually below the dock level. So you can see where the rigging ropes are hanging just below like right above where the water is touching the side of the ship. And above that, like as you look up, the docks are right there, and then you could see there's a ship on the other side of this dock that you're next to.
Man, my Meemaw is never gonna believe this one.
What time of day is it?
It is nighttime.
Oh, thank goodness.
Guys, I climb this rope, get on the ship.
Remind me again why we're getting on the ship.
Gotta go.
Gotta find the treasure to save your dad. The orange,
Gotcha.
That's right.
the orange fat goblin with the white hair.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
oh
go.
no.
I
We're
climb up
sure
the
we
rope.
want to save the orange because
I'm the rope. I'm the rope.
We don't really have a choice. We either save him or you get your head blasted off by a fiery book.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that horned lady. Okay. And I'll climb the rope to my best.
All right. So for a climb, it's your strength because it'd be athletics.
16.
16. Yeah, you're able to climb rope.
I guess I could give Bardic Inspiration if I needed to, but
I rolled a 16 as well.
All right.
10.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you two climb it up. And it
Oh,
takes you a while being so small and it is just so tall. But you do climb up, but you do notice that one of you has not made it up, and Regs is kind of like very like a little
like
kid
I'm
trying to.
upside down. My mandolin's like dangling and pulling me even more.
I'm gonna
I look
try to
down.
assist.
What are you doing down there, lady?
I didn't know there's going to be rope obstacles. I'm still kind of new to this thing.
I'm trying to assist.
All right, you're gonna try to climb back down and help Regs climb up. Okay, then I need you to roll 2 strength checks. Just her.
Oh.
7 plus 11.
Okay.
16 plus 4 is
Okay, yeah, you're able to go down there, kind of untangle Rags, and then helping kind of pull Rags up at the same time. It does take you about 25 minutes to do that, though, if you guys climbed up a bit higher. It is still nighttime, it is dark. You do notice that there is no one on the deck of the ship. You guys come up about here on the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna take a good look around and make sure there wasn't anybody before I jumped on the decks.
Yeah, you notice that there's no one walking around. There's no lights, like torches or anything like people walking around keeping an eye on this ship. It is eerily dark.
These humans are weird. They just leave stuff laying around. Can we just take this thing?
Now you know why I do what I do.
I think you've got a good idea.
Let's go down below deck. I've heard that phrase before somewhere.
All right, so you guys make your way over. There is right in the center of the ship is a crane that you could lift up. It's used for dropping cargo down. It can be lifted, but if you look at it,
Down in it first.
it's darkness below. You do notice that attached to it are two ropes that go up to the mast and then go down back towards the bow of the ship, or the stern of the ship, sorry. There are no stairs to go below deck. That would go to the bridge.
If we lift this up enough, we can just slide underneath it.
I mean, if it's got two ropes, wouldn't that make it really heavy, though? I mean, we tried to push the door open. That didn't work very well at all.
That's because we're pushing against each other, you dork.
I've never opened a door before. We don't need...
Well, now
Dork.
you have training. Congratulations.
Okay. So we're going to push this open, too?
Well, no, I think we have to lift this one open.
So I'm the strongest. I'm gonna lift it up.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength check. What, LB?
23.
Damn.
You lift it up about an inch, and that's it. You do notice as you are lifting it, the two ropes go slack as you lift it.
There's a pulley system.
What's
Find
a
a pulley
pulley system?
It's the difference between a pushy system.
Oh, because we got the
go look
pushy
for a
system.
pulley system.
We got the pushy system down. The pulley system, however, is a whole different thing.
I tell Punk to go look for the pulley system.
Okay, I run off.
Give me an investigation check.
What is investigation? That is
Intelligence, I think.
The skill to
Intelligence check?
Yeah, it's an intelligence.
that would be a whole 8 points.
You really don't know what a pulley system is. You honestly do believe that it is opposite of a pushy system. But you do see, you are smart enough to figure out that the ropes go up and they go down over into this area. And you see that they are wrapped around a big thing. I don't know what the fuck that thing is, but there's a thing
Hey,
with rope.
All right, I go back over to the bruiser. I'm like,
it's over there wrapped around a big thing.
Congratulations, you found a pulley. I go over to it.
So you go over and you notice that there is this two ropes come down to this giant wheel. And on the wheel are these big handles that would be used to turn it.
All right, we need two. Are you pretty strong, Punk?
No.
Nope.
I
I'm not
mean,
even gonna
okay,
bother
I can-
asking Rag.
I didn't know it was a pulley system. I thought we were
What?
pushing.
Hold on, while you and Punk are looking at that, Regs, what are you doing? Were you looking around?
I'd very much like to stick my head over the side of that grate and peer into that hole, just out of curiosity.
It is very dark. You
Very
really
dark.
can't see what's down there.
Then yeah, other than that, I just a little ADHD kicks in and she just starts kind of wandering around looking
All right,
for.
go ahead and roll an
pulleys.
investigation check for me too.
I can try to. do this thing. How do you do it?
Yeah, 15.
15. There are various barrels and boxes on this deck. Some smell very yummy. One in particular, though, catches your attention because it has a big red X on it.
Ooh, push
Big,
the red
the,
shiny candy
I
like
remember
button.
a story somebody said that big red X's marked the spot of treasure. Maybe while those guys are doing their thing, I just poke my head in this crate
Well, it's a barrel
or
and
barrel.
it's sealed.
Like wax sealed or like what kind of seal are we talking?
Like the wooden top of the barrel has been nailed down on it.
Oh, okay. How does prestidigitation work in terms of manipulating objects?
It would not do anything towards this other than clean it up. Here, you want to put
Okay.
this barrel so he kind of knows what a barrel is?
Barrel jumps and hits you in the face.
Now, mind you, this barrel is as tall as you are, too.
Right. Um,
Have a crowbar.
I'm just gonna put my limited weight into it and see if it's like obscenely heavy or like how much can I manipulate it?
Give me a strength check, followed up by a dexterity save.
All right. Strength is
Shoot.
purple. Dex is green. Strength would be 9. Dex save would be 17.
All right. 9 is just enough for you to pull this barrel down and cause it to spill out its liquid contents all over the floor. You jump back, successfully not getting any on you. You smell oil that is now pouring all over the deck of the ship.
Oh, oil.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it is kind of dark out here, but maybe I should warn the others. I don't know.
All right, well, this is going on. You guys hear the barrel crash, and you guys are still investigating this rope pulley system. What would you two like to do with it?
Barrel
Turn
crashes,
seal.
I freeze. Like,
What was that?
You look over and you see rags and a barrel knocked over. So,
I just get this look on my face, like, and I just.
I just shake my head.
Rags is gonna like wave at them and then kind of start to walk off and like kind of slip and do some kind of, goofy half dance sliding walk thing to get closer to them.
all right, roll me another
Those
deck
darn
save
hippies are
then.
dancing again.
Um, 17 6 is 23.
All right, yeah, you don't actually fall, but you do in your walking through it get a bunch of the oil on your feet and legs because you kind of splash through the puddle a little bit.
And totally oblivious. She's just gonna tell them, come and tell. Like, there's like crates and barrels. This one had oil all in it. There's some good stuff on this ship.
Goodness, you spilled it everywhere. I wouldn't know what to do if it was actually contained.
I mean,
So,
maybe we can use it to our advantage or something.
what would you guys like to do?
I'm telling Punk how to turn the pulley system.
All right.
Oh, okay. Anyway, all right.
All right.
What's
Oh,
your what's
I've
your
got the perfect
intelligence?
song for this.
My intelligence?
Yeah.
I'm a 16 plus 30.
Yeah, you'd be smart enough to understand how a wheel system works. So, all right. So, who's going to try to pull it?
Thought it was on both. There's two.
There's two sides. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to pull it?
We're both gonna be.
Okay, so both of you give me a strength check.
I'm gonna stand on top of the pulley and play a song to encourage them to.
I got a 23.
Oh, see, it works.
I got a
Good job.
16.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, you guys both at the same time start pulling this thing down with all your goblin weight. At one point, your almost little feet almost get pulled up as it tries to go backwards, but you guys get it to lock down. The gear mechanism locks into the next tooth and stays there. You notice that you guys brought the trapdoor up maybe about 6 inches.
We give this one more pull and we should be able to slide underneath it.
I'm thinking so.
All right.
Be too pretty. 18.
13.
This time you getting it, and then you notice that punk kind of lets go, and it slips back a little bit and locks back, so you're still at the 6 inches.
Ah, sorry, this thing's heavy.
All right. Regular's gonna throw her mandolin in the back and then kind of grab Punk's ankles and like help pull him while he's pulling down. Like,
All right. So then I'm
Yes.
going to have you add your strength modifier to whatever he rolls.
I don't have a strength modifier.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I
I'm,
guess we
I'm
go
with you
roll.
in spirit.
Okay, so I rolled a 19
All right.
plus
got 6.
whatever.
All right. Yeah. So this time you guys pull it down again and you get it, and it goes up another 6 inches. So you're about a foot up now. Now remember, the bars were about a foot and a half, and you guys couldn't all make it through there. So
I looked over.
I can fit through that. What about you guys?
Well, let's go check.
all right. Go
This
ahead.
mandolin's really cumbersome.
Everyone roll me a flat 20 and let me know what you get.
18.
13.
16.
This time, only Croc can't fit through. Everyone else can fit through.
Actually, go in.
I mean,
I'm
and
not
it's
checking to
only
see.
it's like 2 inches that you need to get through Croc.
All right, so we got to do this one more time for Kronk.
You guys have
What if
already gone through
what if
it.
No,
Crunk
no, no.
rolls
They just
around in the
like
oil and
check to see if they could go through. They haven't jumped down because they saw you
Yeah.
couldn't. So unless you want to
remember
split the party.
one time Grandma left her wedding ring on, couldn't get it off, so we covered her finger in oil and she could slip it off. What if we covered Crunk in oil and pulled her through?
Sounds
Him
good.
That's a
through.
wonderful idea.
Yeah, go
I
roll
go and I
around the
roll in the
oil. and-
oil.
All right. So yes, you oil up poor Crunk. He's all oiled up now.
Ooh, shiny
Remember, I
goblin.
don't wear any armor.
Yeah, he's not wearing any
Nothing like-
armor. He's just got a loincloth on. All right.
Is this gonna
Yeah.
make
So
me
with
excited
that,
too, Croc?
you guys do slip down into the hold of the ship. It is dark down here, but again, with your guys' dark vision, you are able to. Yeah, the
And a
barrels.
barrel just rolled through.
The
Yes,
ship actually is
oddly
rocking
appropriate.
on the sea. You guys do see that there are various crates.
He likes that.
There are various crates and barrels. There is a shelf full of odd things. There is a room to the stern of the ship, and there is a room to the aft of the ship.
Now we were told.
Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Like
in
we're
the
going
beginning
shopping.
that
You
The
guys,
ship had the object.
you assume you're on the right ship, yes, as it's the only ship you saw. There may have been other ships. You just saw one and assume this is it. You were told that you are looking for a box that is covered in holy symbols, but it may be inside of other boxes, they said.
What's a holy symbol? Like Swiss cheese? What are we talking about here?
No, it's like, what do they
Boss.
call those? Yeah. What he said.
Hmm.
Broth.
So,
Ow.
what would you guys like to do?
Or it could be a sun or a moon, or it could be your mom. Wait, that's my mom too. Never mind. That was a bad joke. Anyway, let's start looking at crates.
All right, so start rolling investigation check.
Ugh.
What do you want?
13.
All right. So you are investigating which one?
10.
Okay. Your box, you notice this box is full of gold. You've never seen so much gold in your life. But I want you to roll a perception check.
Jesus. 7.
Jesus can't help you now.
So as you open this chest up and you see all the gold, and your little goblin mind just is excited at all of the shinies, all of a sudden you hear "Twinkle, twinkle, little star," and you start seeing these ghastly images coming from the back room. 3 little girls, each one of them holding very long needles. Their skin is pale and translucent. How I wonder what you are. They slowly start making
All
their
of a
way
sudden, I
forward.
miss being in the sewers.
Do we all see this or just
Oh yes,
Trunk?
yes. Everyone sees it. All right, so that's happening to you. Big Rob, what'd you roll?
10.
10. You open this box. It is also full of shiny, shiny gold. Roll a perception check.
Around the rosy side.
Maybe a 17.
Ideas?
17. Yeah, you notice right as you open it up, too, another song is playing. Row, row, row your boat. And out of the darkness of the other area of the ship, 3 skeletons start shambling forward.
Goblin!
Well,
Or skeletons! Crap!
while this is happening, Rags, what did you roll for your investigation check?
13.
13, and roll a perception check.
12.
Well, so you open a box, and inside this box is another box. And this box is very shiny. And on it is a symbol of a hand with an eye right in the middle of the hand. Right as you reach down in to touch the box, you notice that there are 2 severed hands that start crawling up from the deck towards you. At this point, everybody, please roll initiative.
Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh God.
They're much better.
I did much worse.
21.
I got a 16.
Or S, what'd you guys get?
21.
21.
6.
2.
I do notice that we have no cleric with us.
All right. Well, Crunk
Yeah.
Ding ding.
or
Oh,
Plump, you
on
get to
your
go
own this time.
first.
I'm tripping on the skeletons because we just got attacked by skeletons. So I'm going to attack the skeletons.
All right.
Closest one to me.
Yep, you should be able to make it to there. Yeah, about 30. All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
To attack is 15. I always get this mixed up. So when I'm rolling to attack, it's a D20 plus what?
D20 plus your
Straight.
strength.
Thank you.
Well,
Sorry.
you can use Dex too because of finesse weapon.
No. This for the attack, not for the damage.
Oh,
All right.
it's not a D20.
Let me check.
17 is why I rolled for attack.
Let me double check it. Finesse weapons are so weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I always ask strength.
Not that I'll ever use my dagger, but it'd be nice to know.
Lame.
Now we know why the ship is so quiet. It's haunted.
These guys
Well-
don't
They
know how
say
to
it was
sing either.
possibly cursed.
Anybody
thought
find a
curses-
box?
Now, I didn't see any crosses. There's like a funky hand in this one with an
I think you
eyeball.
found it.
That's a holy symbol.
That's a holy symbol?
Yeah, humans are weird.
I mean, they do leave their stuff laying around awfully conveniently.
Yeah. Of course, that conversation probably didn't happen in the throes of initiative, but that's okay.
We could say you guys are just you're goblins. You guys could be chattering away.
Lots of chittering.
We sound like a bunch of squirrels.
Yeah.
These skeletons that I'm combating with have archery capabilities.
Okay, so it is for the attack, you're going to use your strength for a melee weapon, dexterity for a ranged weapon. So d20 plus your strength or dexterity, depending on which weapon you're using.
Throwing your
Well, no, and then proficiency bonus if you're proficient with the weapon, which you are. Then, when you roll the damage, you can either use your strength or your dexterity for the damage portion.
Okay.
That's according to what this thingamabob's telling me here. So that's how we're going
So
to play it
actually-
today.
Okay.
It was actually a 19 that I hit.
Okay, 19 totally hits a skeleton.
yes.
Yes, they all have bows.
Oh, I hate skeletons that shoot archery. They must be elven skeletons, which is not a bad thing.
I mean, elves are so skinny anyway, you couldn't tell.
Okay, rolling damage is so 8 points of damage.
All right. Yep. So you swing out and stab at the skeleton. You hit it right in the center here of the chest. It shatters it, but it doesn't seem to have dropped the skeleton at all, but it does mess him up.
You're fighting skeletons. You only have a certain spot you can stab them.
That's why you're the leader.
He is.
I don't want to be leader.
Too bad.
We don't make the rules.
All right. Is that the end of your attack? All right. So the girls, I'm going to do all like the groups together when they attack. So they're all going to teleport. One's going to teleport here. One's going to teleport here. And one's going to teleport here.
How'd
Okay,
they
this
do
one,
that?
this one is going to cast fire at you, Rags. This one is going to cast cold at you, Punk. And this one's going to try to stab you with her needle. So I will run down the list here. So needle attack, 19.
Okay.
All right. That is for 2 damage. Okay, cold attack against Sprunk. 7 plus their spell attack. Where are those little girls? Right, they're in another book. Hold on. Well, I didn't get that book out. I thought I had.
DM, unprepared.
Hey, I thought I had that printout in the DM, but I remembered I didn't want to waste ink because we have book. Where are you? Let's see. Spell attack. Okay, so 12 for the spell attack. Does it hit you?
12 does not hit me.
All right, so you do feel this like coldness go around you, and you notice the floorboards of the ship do start to freeze and ice over. All right, and then
What the hell is this?
the one shooting fire, 19.
Oh, that hits.
All right.
Wait a minute,
So
you're covered in oil too.
Only my feet.
you watch as this little girl's hand reaches out and this blue flame comes shooting out, engulfing
Oh
you.
no.
It does 16 damage,
Oof.
and your feet, since they are soaked in oil, do start to burn for an additional 3 damage on top of that as the oil starts to
no.
burn. Now, while the rest of the
That is one hot
flames
stick.
the rest of the flames go out, the ones that were on the oil stay for 2 turns. So for the next 2 turns, when it's the girls' turn, you're going to get burn damage unless you put it out. Okay, so that was the girls. All right, Croak, your turn.
After I got stabbed, and I go into a rage,
All right.
my first rage. And I'm going to attack the one with old Bessie. So that is 15 plus 4, 9 plus, so 19.
19, yeah, that hits.
Four, 7 plus 2 is 9.
9 total.
9 total.
So yeah, in all your little goblin fury, it's like a toddler being angry, hitting you with a stuffed animal. It's like, you bash this ghostly image of a girl in front of you, and it seems to go through, but it actually does damage. You watch it, like its ghostly face contort in pain, and its eyes turn red as it looks at you.
Oh no.
All right. These 2 hands, one is going to climb up top of the bookshelf, and this one here is going to jump on top of the box with the golden box inside of it. And they're going to sit there. The skeletons. These 2 are going to unleash arrows onto you, Rags, and that one there is going to bash you with its bow punk. So the 2 shooting, 17 and 10 versus you as.
15's my AC, so one.
So 1 hits. All right. And then 19 for the bashing with its bow.
That will hit.
All right. So the bashing with the bow is an improvised weapon damage. So that's going to 4. The bashing is going to be, if I get this fucker out, 3 damage. And then the one arrow that hits is 6 damage.
Okay.
And then, Rags, it's your turn.
So Rags is looking bad. She is freaking out a little bit. But first things first, I'd like to cast Prestidigitation on my flaming feet and put out the fire, hopefully. It says you can instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
I'll allow it.
Okay. So that takes care of me being on fire. I don't know how to spell Prestidigitation. We'll get close enough. So that's my action. Bonus action. Kind of. I guess we'll do.
Disengage.
True. I'd kind of like to stay near that box though.
Without getting attack of opportunity.
2 skeletons are over there behind the crate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I line of sight them at all?
No, you would. The crate would be right about to your nose. Well, it'd be about a little above your nose. So
If I move anywhere, could I line of sight them?
if you move, not really. No,
Okay.
the little girl
Um,
ghost is probably the only one you would get line of sight unless you turn around. There's another one behind you, and I guess you could turn towards the one that is fighting with Punk. You could probably see it.
oh no, I'm saying like, could I hide somewhere so the skeletons can't shoot me with arrows anymore?
Uh, maybe behind that white barrel. Yeah. Well, no, because they'd still be able to see him behind the crate. Imagine Lily's hiding here by the table, and you're standing here. You're still able to see her, so they'd still have line of sight. But behind that barrel, because the barrels are taller than you guys, so he could move. He could move to that barrel.
Yeah, if I can do that without an attack of opportunity, I think I'll.
Well,
do
yeah.
that.
If you use disengage, if you use your bonus action to disengage, it allows you to move over.
I don't know if I want to use my bonus action though.
You get one every turn.
Yeah, but I kind of want to use it on something else.
Uh,
So yeah, I'll be kind of carrying. I've been getting to whisper the word Grandma always said when she needed help, and that was parsnickety, and I'm gonna cast healing word on myself. For D4 plus 4 of healing. Parsnickety did not. That was not the right healing word. Apparently, it's 1 plus 4 for 5 damage. 5
more
damage.
yet.
all right.
Yep. And
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. So, as the round ends, I'd like everyone really quick to roll a perception check.
Do
12.
16.
All right. This is what's going on around you guys at the end of the first round here. The boards that were frozen have started to crack, and water's starting to seep up through them now. The barrel that was next to the girl that shot fire exploded, and the oil that was dripping down from the ceiling hole has now caught on fire along with that. It also took out the 2 skeletons and the girl and the hand on the box. They're all dead. The box that was holding the box is burnt, and the gold religious box is now on the floor. At this point, it's beginning of the new round. It will be Punk's turn.
I'm going to disengage the skeleton and grab the religious box.
All right.
Disengage.
As you go to grab the box, make a dexterity save.
17.
22. This creature that was in waiting action jumps down and lands on your face and wraps around your face. So basically, you have a severed hand.
That's squeezing your face, like just crushing it with all of its might. Let's see here. It
I
is
start to get
a.
aroused too. Wait, no.
Oh, it's a 14. Does that hit? For
14 does
damage?
not hit.
All right. So you aren't taking damage yet, but it is crushing your head like a vice. And this is a very, very large hand, so much so that the fingers are reaching around your skull. This isn't like a human hand. This is something bigger,
Worst
something you've
helmet
ever seen.
ever.
All right. Let's see here.
So does he get the box?
No,
No.
no. That's why I had that creature was up there, ready action to protect anyone who went towards that
Forgot he was
box.
up there.
The girl next to the bookshelf again is going to shoot fire.
No,
This
she
time,
shot ice.
Okay, she's going to shoot fire then, but she's going to shoot it at Crunk. 18 plus 2, 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Hit. That hits.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's going to Crunk, not Punk.
Sorry.
4, 10, 11 damage. And since you are covered in oil,
Oh,
yeah, because you had to oil up to get underneath there. You guys don't know how happy I was when you said that.
I forgot.
You're going to take 7 damage on top of that. And at that moment, the fire also hits the 2 boxes of gold, which instantly just start to melt. And the barrel that's next to you also lights on fire, exploding, taking out
This section of the ship, blasting you over to here, up against the wall. You are knocked unconscious from the force.
Cautious.
Yes.
Fair.
at that time. The other ghostly girl is also casting fire over at the other side of the ship. 18 and 19. So 18 towards Az and 19 towards Big Rock. Does it hit?
No.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Oh, wait, 19, Scary? You
Yeah.
said 19?
Yeah.
Yes, 19 hits.
All right.
I'd like to use my reaction on mine to use cutting words, which would cause it to. I'd like to lower the attack roll by d6.
Okay.
Hopefully a high number. Stay in the box.
Am I no longer
So-
raging then?
No, you're not raging anymore.
So a -5 to the attack roll.
All right. Well, it's 66 for the attack.
Oof.
So 10 damage. And
This bookshelf falls forward, crushing this one as it's on fire. When it does, give me a deck save, Rags.
19 plus 6 or 25.
25.
you missed getting crushed by the bookshelf, but
Holy shit!
the little vials that were on it go off, slamming you up against the wall, knocking you unconscious. And the blast from that also pushes the hand off of your face, but with such force that you fall to the ground and hit your head, and you are unconscious.
Everybody's unconscious.
Everybody's out,
This seems oddly familiar.
right?
So as you guys open your eyes, you feel pain everywhere. It's dark.
Ow!
You see that it is burning. There's fire. You feel cold water. You look over and see one of your compatriots reach out and grab the item you were searching for. As you all start to go dark. And then blackness takes over.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Now, as everyone regains here, an old bearded man with a long pipe is sitting in front of you. That was the last we heard of the chalice. If you are looking to defeat the Lich, it's the item you need. With this, Tercel slips him 5 coins. And Sarah pats her loyal dog, finishes her drink, and they get up and leave the inn. And that's where we end today, guys.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. I tied it all to our main campaign, boys and girls. That's what kind of DM I am.
Nice.
You need to remember
was
that
awesome.
as
Oh,
Like the lowly goblins.
and we got you out of here before 12:30, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yes, there you
That
go,
was good.
ladies and gentlemen. That was a one-shot written, literally. This is DM boasting here, 2 hours.
Nice.
I'm not
It also
kidding.
goes to show you how well and how much fun tabletop gaming can be.
Oh, that's the joy of tabletop gaming is if you've got a group that can play together and you've got people who have an imagination, you can make anything work. Az got a hold of me this week and said, "Hey, we can play something. What do we want to play?" And I was like, "Hey, I'll just write something up." I wrote this up in 2 hours. I came up with the whole concept of making you guys go random on it. And I was like, this will just be a fun tie-in to our main quest. Because as you guys remember, you guys are now life tied to defeating that lich. So you are looking for it. So I was like, hey, what if you guys were told about a magical relic and a story about it? There you go. All right. Well, I
Very
hope you
cool.
guys have all had a good time. We will be raiding out here in a minute, but we want to say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to minimize. No, I'm not going to minimize this. We want to thank Big Rob and the Recreator Society for coming by today.
Yeah, it's
Like I
good to
said,
play with you.
hopefully one day we will make the trip out to Galesburg and party with you guys for a game or two. So
That would be wonderful. The welcome mat is out. Come on down, throw some dice with us. We'll have a good time. Tuesday nights, folks, Central Time, 6 p.m. ish.
yep, make sure you click the link, like, follow, give them love. All right. I'm going to go see who we can raid out to. Again, thank you for everyone for coming. I hope you all enjoyed this. I will be right back. Rob, if you've got to go, I know you've got to go. So,
I can hang for just a second. So,
okay. Well, I'm going to go see who we can raid out to.
all right.
For the record, I went down to 10 HP there.
Oof.
That was close.
That took 3.
Yeah, that first hit took me from 35 to 16.
Oh,
I was like, oh no.
Like, is he trying
oh
to
no!
TPK us?
Right.
Or
Throwaway
something.
characters, I guess we're gonna.
Don't say anything. The cats will talk.
Right.
In the other room listening in.
All right, we're gonna raid out to Axiomat, who has been doing a random week. I gotta go back and click the button, but again, thank you everybody for coming. I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody.
So everybody love.
Do, 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 do.